What is up, guys? It is me, Real American Politics, back again with a new video. Today we are continuing our new series on this channel of the future of blank. Alright? So, before we start this video, if you guys do enjoy these videos, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, and yes, follow me on all my alt tech, follow me on all my Twitter stuff, and yes, link in the description down below. So today, we are going to expand upon the state of blank, or future of certain state. Last time we had Arizona, we determined that Arizona will be based on how the popular vote goes nationwide. Democrats win by the same margin they did this time, they're going to win Arizona. But if it's just like a 0.5% more Republicans will win it. So we determined that it's going to be a tilt R to purple state for a very long time, based on the precinct data, based on the vote share data, and all that stuff. Now, today we are talking about one Midwestern state that is very intriguing, to say the least, which is the state of Pennsylvania. Now, before we start, I gotta do a quick disclaimer for the election mafia out there. No, Pennsylvania did not trend Democrat. It swung Democrat, but it didn't trend Democrat. Those are two big, fat, different terms. So the difference is this. Swing means just the state just moved 2 points Democrat or something like that. Trend takes into account the national environment. So say like Pennsylvania swung, I believe, like almost 2% Democrat, I believe. While the nation swung 2.5% Democrat. So that's like a 0.5 point trend towards Republicans. That's what it means. It's two completely different terms. The election mafia really just purposely miscues what that means. So, Pennsylvania is a red trending state, unlike the election mafia claims it is. And in 2016, Donald Trump absolutely smashed through the old-fashioned Democrat vote in the western half of the state. All these counties here, places like Erie, Crawford, Mercer, Lawrence, Beaver, Westmoreland, etc., these used to be the Democrat strongholds of the state. I mean, this was Democrat country. In places like Eastern Ohio, this was the Democrat stronghold. Republicans have always done the best in Chester, Montgomery, Delaware, even extend Philly. But Trump absolutely broke through the blue wall. That was western Pennsylvania and the working class part of the northeast part of Pennsylvania. And Trump did a phenomenal job. I mean, these are some big swings that Trump got. He maximized rural turnout in 2016. He broke through all expectations in this state. I mean, look at this. Carbon County. Look at that swing. I mean, that is a huge, absolutely massive swing. And of course, you got the part of Appalachia, Westmoreland, Washington, Greene, Fayette. They made massive surges towards the Democrats, or Republicans, I should say. And the only part of the state that did swing Democrat was the Philly suburbs. Chester County, Delaware, Montgomery, etc. No surprise here, Trump is not liked in a suburb like Philly. But the city of Philly itself actually swung Republican. So there's that. But you just keep looking at this, and this is a pretty good map for Republicans in 2016. But how did it go in 2020? If you look just at the swing map, you would think Pennsylvania's done. It's the end of the world. It's over. Pennsylvania's gonna be titanium D forever. Yada 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 yada. Well, I have to say this. A lot of these swings, to say they're misleading on this map, right, is just a nice term to put it. These are very extremely misleading swings. Now, the reason I'm saying that these aren't misleading and these are is just look at the vote share of both candidates, right? Like in 2012, Mitt Romney got around 20,000 votes in Clearfield. Trump got 25,000 votes. And you notice Clinton did worse than Obama. You notice that in a lot of these counties, Trump did significantly better in the raw vote total, but the Biden, or Clinton in this case, is significantly worse. You can just keep looking at this. Like, Allegheny County is one of those counties that swung towards Hillary Clinton. And you notice Trump did a little bit worse than Romney, while Clinton did a little bit better than Obama. So you get the point that these are what you call actual swings. Now, there's a couple here and there, like center, that barely moved. Both increased our vote share, but it wasn't some absurd amount of new votes that came in. So, point is, these are what you call traditional swings, that they're not being bullshitted, they're not being fake news, you're not pissing bricks by this. These are more natural swings where the traditional winner does significantly better than last time, while the other candidate does worse, if not slightly the same. Well, 2020, let's just go to Allegheny County. Trump got 282,000 votes. Biden got 430,000. Look how much Clinton got. 367,000 votes. Trump got 259,000. That's 120,000 vote, or 170,000 vote increase. Yeah, or 97, whatever, you get the point. That's an absurd jump in votes, while Trump got around 30,000 more votes. No, see where I'm going with this. You go to Bucks County, Trump got around 187,000 votes. Biden got 204,000. Well, look at this. Both candidates made huge gains. But Biden, you notice, gained a lot more voters. This is where you're going to notice a trend, that a lot of these gains that Biden made, he just made some absurd amount of gains with these undecided voters, these people that mysteriously never voted, voting for the first time, etc., etc. You get the point that a lot of these gains of Biden really are misleading. But the most absurd one is, of course, just Northampton. Biden got 85,000 votes. Last time, Clinton got 66,000 votes, while Trump got 71,000. Again, there is a bit of a misleading data when you come to the swing, right? This is why I am not the most favorite with the swing map in general. The swing map gets a bit misleading when both candidates make some absurd gains, but some undecideds did pick Biden more than Trump and stuff like that. But that's why I'm saying that these swings are misleading. I know that I just said that, the swings in 2016 were good, but there's an actual reason. These were actual, vote changes, not just both candidates gaining 20,000 votes in the same county or something like that. So, in general, these are what you call more natural. They're not going to just bullshit you. They're not going to just blow up in your face stuff, right? These are more natural in 2016. 2020, not so much. Most of the suburbs, Chester County, Trump got 40% of the vote. Last time, he got 42% of the vote. While Biden, he went from 51% of the vote to 57.8% of the vote. So, really, a lot of these vote shares, again, in the suburbs also, they're starting to hit their peak in the suburbs. Again, a bit misleading data because both candidates gained in a lot of these suburbs. And a lot of those voters are going to be based on what the national environment is. If it's, D+3, these counties would swing significantly toward the Republicans, and vice versa. So, just all this data, you just look at a lot of this data. This was just Biden getting extremely lucky with some interesting things happening on November 3rd. But also, he just won a bit more undecided voters when you actually look at the data. And he did absurdly amount of turnout in the suburbs of Philly. But that's here or there. But anyways, for my verdict, I do believe, based on the current trends we do have of the state of Pennsylvania, and the fact that a lot of these voters, especially in the suburbs, my opinion, they're going to swing based on the national environment. And you got a place like Philly trending Republican, and the rules are still not maxed out. Places like Beaver, Lawrence, Butler, Westmoreland, even go to the working class, the northeastern part of the state. Montour, Luzerne, Pike. They're not maxed out yet. Northampton's become a Republican stronghold. You look at all this data, and my personal take is I do believe Republicans will win the state of Pennsylvania by a lean margin in the future. And again, it could be a toss-up for the next, 4 years, but personally, in the future, I do believe Republicans will consistently win the state of Pennsylvania by a lean to likely margin, likely being the late 2030s. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, and yes. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.